Well, as you can see, we're out boondocking again. This time we're just outside of Joshua Tree National Park here in California, about 30 miles from Palm Springs. And we're here meeting up with the Escapers group. We've been seeing a lot of these guys this year, first in Quartzsite in January.
Yeah, and then in the Escapade
in Tucson in March. And so we're here back again in April.
Most of you may know, we predominantly stay in campgrounds. We like to have the electric hookups, the water hookups, sewer, and all the amenities of a campground, and
hot
pool,
tub and the spa.
and the social time. We like having all that. And so we only boondock occasionally, and so when we do boondock, we really don't have a lot of power needs because our motorhome has a propane fridge, propane stovetop, propane water heater. So all we really need power for is to keep our batteries charged up in the motorhome for the lights and also for our laptops. So pretty low power needs. Our
cell phones, our camera batteries. And if you saw our video, we did a video recently on our little portable inverter charger on our Road Gear Reviews channel. If you didn't see that, I'll put a link down below. And that's really served us well for the last couple of years, just keeping that plugged into a 12-volt battery charger in our coach and recharging our electronics and using our generator just a little bit, maybe an hour or two, maybe hours a day to keep the battery, the coach batteries topped up to be able to keep us going, keep us juiced.
And that's, if the weather's really good. When our last time we were in Quartzsite, it was kind of cold, and so we needed to run the furnace more, as we were burning a lot more electricity. And we actually found ourselves running our generator 4 and 5 hours at a day.
That's expensive.
And it was expensive because a lot of that time with the generator was just to power up the batteries. It wasn't necessarily to need big appliances or anything. And so we ended up burning a half tank of fuel in our motorhome, and that's 35 gallons of fuel. That gets expensive, let alone the noise and smell of the generator.
So after many of you for years have been saying, why did you get a portable solar system? Why did you get some solar? Well, there are a couple of reasons for that. One is we got a quote. It was about $4,500.
Yeah, $4,000 would take a long time to make it
That was with an inverter, the panels, the installation, everything. And we really just couldn't justify that expense considering we spend 95% of our time camping in campgrounds.
Yeah.
And the second reason, even just getting a portable solar, again, we just weren't using it that often, and for the little bit of time we use the generator, and for the, a few dollars a day it costs us for doing it, maybe 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Again, we were just like, oh, that's just another expense. There's always something to spend money on in the RV world, as you know. But after the Quartzsite experience,
it definitely became much more financially viable, and we started to realize we're enjoying being out boondocking more than we used to, so it was time. So
yeah, we're definitely planning on doing a lot more boondocking this year in 2017. So, okay, the cat's out of the bag now. Show them what we got.
Yeah, so we got a little portable solar suitcase.
This is 100 watts, and we're actually going to just show you a little bit about it, but we're going to do a much deeper dive review on this in our Road Gear Reviews channel, because that's really the channel that we've partnered with Morton's on the Move, Driving and Vibing, the Freedom Theory, so that we can actually post reviews every single week for gear, for RVing and any kind of road type of adventure. We're not going to do a super duper deep dive. Is that the thing? Super duper deep dive? You know what I'm saying. We're not going to do a super deep dive into the product review in this video, but we're going to just talk a little bit about obviously why we decided to do it, and just show you what it looks like and how it's been helping us stay powered this week during this weekend during the Joshua Tree Convergence.
Yeah, and it's really great. I love how small it is. It's about 20 pounds, and it's everything all included. It's just got alligator clips to connect to your battery.
Plug and play.
Plug and play. Yeah, just set it out, point it towards the sun, hook it to your battery, and you're good to go. And this 100-watt system is actually enough to give us all the power we need, assuming the weather is reasonable. If we don't need to be running the air conditioner or anything.
Yeah, or any heat appliances like the microwave or the furnace, which we had to do a lot of in Quartzsite.
So we would still need to run our generator some. It's not going to completely eliminate our generator's use, but it's dramatically reducing the amount of time we need to run the generator.
Right, so we're excited. It was a pretty reasonable investment, we believe. It was $400. We've been researching these for quite a while. This one came well reviewed, and we thought it was a really affordable price. So yeah, we've been using it now. I think we've had it for about a month. We used it for the first time in Ajo in Arizona. We used it again at the FMCA rally in Chandler in Phoenix, Arizona, and now we've been using it here in Joshua Tree this weekend. So we've been giving it a good workout. So far we've been super happy with it, but as we said, we're going to do a deeper dive into the actual review and how it performs and how much power it brings in our Road Gear Reviews channel video, which is coming up in the next week or so. I'll put a link down to the product for now down in the video description, so you can check that out. And when the Road Gear Reviews video is up, we'll put that link down below as well. We're happy we've been initiated into the
Yeah,
solar.
we're now into this world of solar. With,
Right.
Even just dipping our toe in the water, which is great. But another thing we like about these small systems is even if we decide at a later time to get a more permanent installation, these are still great for capturing the early morning sun and the late afternoon sun. So it's
Without having to worry about tilting your panels if you have a full solar array. You know already that we don't have a full solar array. And the reason for that is not only was it that it just wasn't a cost that we were able to justify considering how little we were using it, it was also a weight issue. We're going to go into this in a little bit more, actually we're going to go into this in a lot more detail in an upcoming video. We had our coach weighed recently. We don't have a huge amount of weight capacity to be able to add more stuff to our coach, and adding solar panels and a charge controller isn't terribly heavy, but adding new batteries to be able to hold that energy that you draw from the sun
that gets heavy.
And so I know we've had a few critical comments on our videos about why we haven't got solar, and in my response to that has been we're not going to put ourselves and our coach in a dangerous and illegal position of being overweight with the coach just for the luxury of solar. So that's a big reason why we haven't done this, that and the huge expense. But now we've got a little portable system. I'm sure this is the gateway drug to solar.
Yeah,
I'm sure this
so.
is just the beginning, but it's been nearly 3 years before we actually pulled the trigger on getting this, and it would have been nice to have it sooner, but it certainly hasn't been essential. I think we've done just fine with what we had.
Absolutely, and that'd be the advice I would have for other people is that, you know, don't go investing really big until you know how you're going to be using things.
Right, we've known some people that have invested a lot into full solar setups thinking they were going to do that when they hit the road. I know it looks all very glamorous when you watch all the videos of us all out in these amazing places, and it is awesome. We do enjoy boondocking, and we enjoy getting back to campgrounds with hookups. But some people, you know, it's just not for everybody, and what we would say is, you know, don't go investing big money in solar until you absolutely know that's how you're going to want to camp and spend your time and do that, because we know some people that have ended up out of pocket a substantial amount of money after realizing, you know what, we really don't like it, or our coach we don't like, and they end up switching their coach out. So they're just a couple of things to think about if you're planning on getting solar. This is a great way to start. It's affordable. No matter what RV you have, when you change it out, you could use this to charge your car batteries or boat batteries or a little log cabin or anything, really.
Yeah, it's very versatile.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to get our solar set up today and draw in some of these rays. It's a little bit cloudier today than yesterday, but we should be able to get the battery charged a little more. And stay tuned for our next video in the next week or so with a full deep review on the Renogy 100-watt solar suitcase. Time to hit the hiking trail.
Yep, let's do it.
See ya. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. We'd love to hear your comments and your thoughts down below. As always, we love hearing from you guys. And don't forget to hit subscribe and stay tuned with more videos coming up soon.